stepped out on stage, because do you hear these people at the Palace? What the hell is this?
One more time. One more time for Tori Amos.
Oh, my God.
It's Kevin and me on the world-famous KROQ. We're in the parking lot right next to the Palace, and Tori Amos is sitting on the couch with us, and the Tori Amos fans are very happy about that.
Tori, there's a guy here up front he's weeping his eyes out. He's just crying.
No. Hi, honey, don't cry.
Why is he crying? Why is this man crying?
You've been up all night.
Yes, he has.
You need a breakfast, baby. That's what you need. We'll take you back. Give you some muffins and stuff.
Tori, you are everybody's mom. It's so amazing how you inspire that in your fans. They just act like this.
Do you know I had a Chinese elixir this morning? Elixir?
What is that?
Elixir?
Why does she get weird every time you talk to her? She has weird things going on with her.
What is a Chinese elixir?
Well, you can get it down at the tea garden. It's not far, but this woman made up this stuff. It's fantastic.
Are you going to have to run to the bathroom and anything? What is it? What does it do to you?
No, Kevin, that isn't what it does
What
to
does
you.
it do to you? I don't know.
Well, I'm sitting up straight, and you're not.
Yeah.
Sweetie.
I see. All right.
What you don't know is that Kevin and I are on the Viagra, and we are sitting up straight.
Is that what it
That's
is?
what you know. Now, no peeking.
That's embarrassing,
No peeking.
sweetie.
So, welcome back to Los Angeles. Tell us what happened last night. You moved from the El Rey to the Wilshire, like at the last second. What was that all about?
Okay, so what happened was obviously.
Okay.
Are you okay? Don't mess up her hair. That's not going to work.
Yeah.
She's got it standing up.
All right, let's hear what Tori has to say. Okay.
So we were at the El Rey, and as some of you know, they shut us down because.
Is it the man? Is the man keeping you down?
No. Some little man with a red hat.
Oh, fire marshal.
Yeah.
Too many people.
So basically, there were 900 people who had gotten tickets, and they said we could only play to 419.
That's good ticket
So
management.
that wasn't going I figured that wasn't going to go over very well. So we moved venues, and that was.
And how was the show? Was it great?
Oh, we had a great time.
Yeah.
Anyone here at that show?
I guess so. Wow. Now, you've been doing appearances like this on the radio and on television around the country for
Well,
the
not
past.
quite like this.
I understand,
mean,
yes.
you know.
There's nothing like this, but the Plugged In 98, I guess, is the tour, right?
Plug 98.
Plug 98.
Yeah.
And you've been doing stuff like this and getting up at ungodly hours in cities all over the country, and I don't understand why, because you don't need to do any of this. Why are you here, Tori? We're delighted to have you, but why? Why are you so good to us?
The funny thing is, you have to remember, in 1984, I lived very close by here on Franklin and Gower.
Right.
Oh, yeah?
And nobody wanted to hear my music on any level. It was like, shut up. Do you guys turn around? See that little thing with the little pencil on it? Capitol Records?
Yeah.
Well, I used to go down in like my pajamas because a friend of mine was the assistant to the assistant to the assistant engineer. And Pat Benatar, oh my God, we love her. Love is a battlefield. I mean, we love her. We worship Pat wherever she is. Mwah. And anyway, I used to tootle down before she would come in and record one of her records and like practice the piano, just because I was so like blown away that my friend could get me in.
All right, now I'm going to tell you something that's going to make your day, because when you leave here today, you go to the 7-Eleven over there on Cahuenga. Pat Benatar is working behind the counter.
Oh, stop it. That's not
That's
fair.
where she is.
No, she's not. Don't you blow my dream. She isn't, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Pat was smart, and she has a good investment banker.
It's just what I heard. I don't know. It's just what I heard.
I don't buy that. Pat is our goddess.
So, From the Choir Girl Hotel came out yesterday.
Yes, it came out yesterday.
This one seems like it was very different for you to put together than the others. It seemed like you approached it from the beginning different, and you recorded it differently, and everything about it is new and improved.
Yeah, I needed a change, you know.
Did you feel like basing the songs on the piano, you'd taken about as far as you wanted to?
Well, as the songs were coming, I knew when I was sitting at the piano, it was like, ugh, this is boring. We need the guys that bang the skins. We need a bit of that primitive rhythm. And so Eric Ross called me up and said, I know somebody who bangs skins. And then Caton called me up and said, I know the same guy and you need to call him. And he's here today, Matt Chamberlain, and he came and banged some skins.
So you wrote it with the band in mind. That was the intention all along, was to record this one with the band.
I wrote the songs, and then they dragged me by the hair and said, bring the boys, and that's how it usually works.
And
they
tell
me.
us about the place where you recorded it. It's someplace special, right?
We recorded it in a 300-year-old barn Oh, yeah. Hi. Yeah, hi, honey. Yeah, we hear your horn. Yeah. Bye.
I know you called us a couple times while you were making the record from the barn, and it sounded like it was a cool place. You lived there and recorded?
Oh, yeah, it was a very cool place. I mean, it was fresh. We were right next to a dairy pasture, and, you know.
I see.
Nothing smells better.
Yeah.
Were you breastfeeding any farm animals this time? I know that's your favorite.
No, I've done that, Bean.
I know you have.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
All right, how are we doing on time? It's 8:12 now because we want Tori to be on TV here now.
We can probably take a break.
All right,
take a break and come back with a few more questions. We're going to get some questions from the crowd, and then Tori's going to play. It's Breakfast with Tori Amos, and it's live on the world-famous KROQ. It is the Kevin and Bean Show. We're doing Breakfast with Tori Amos live from the Palace parking lot. A little piano accompaniment from Tori. She's set up on stage with the entire band.
We're going to hire Tori as our house band. I think full-time she'll be with us on the show.
Why don't you do
I
that?
think that'll be a good idea.
Can we take some questions from the audience before you
let's do
perform? Ralph is down in the audience. Ralph, you got somebody there?
Yeah, we do it right here.
Hi, I'm Jenna Stout.
Hi.
What CDs do you have at your CD player at home?
We have thousands. Do you see these guys, these crew people that look like they haven't slept in 48 hours, which they haven't? They are boffins, right? They're audiophiles. And the great thing, I'm very lucky because they go and they buy thousands of CDs. And I go and raid their CD library. But they're like, because I lose them all, they're making me like sign my name out. I have to check them out.
Like a library.
And bring them back.
What's your favorite right now that's...
I mean, besides the Leanne Rhymes, obviously, but beyond that.
Well, I'm really into tribal drumming right now. Matt's getting me into I'm listening to just a lot of drumming right now.
Mm-hmm. You could have said anything, and these people would have screamed,
Oh,
yes!
stop it,
Ralph, another question?
Hi, I'm Rocio. Hi, Tori. I love you. And
Where are you?
I'm right here.
Right down in front.
Hi. And I just wanted to ask you, how long did it take you guys to really take off and understand what each other expected of one another?
You mean as a band?
Yeah.
Well, we're still learning. But I mean, I think what happened was immediately you don't know why you get along. There are a lot of good players out there. These guys are some of the best. But I think what happens is there's just a magic and there's a respect. And if there isn't the respect, you can't play together. And there also has to be like an internal little psychic thing where you all have to sort of anticipate each other. It's like, oh no, I know he's going to fuck
We had a big...
But anyway, once you know that, then you just start covering for each other. You got to cover for each other. And that's the main thing.
No one on our show has more of a potty mouth than Tori Amos. Hey, let me ask you this, Tori, since you brought up a
It's
collab.
a Christian thing in me, and I just can't have it.
I understand.
I'm always trying to purify myself.
You just do it to upset Dad. I know it. Let me ask you this, because since the last time we had you on the show, you have done some collaborative work with others. You did something with Trent Reznor. You guys run a song together? Pass the Mission, right?
No, he sang on the record. This is old news, Bean.
Well, I know, but I never asked you about it. I never asked you about that because you could work with anyone in the world that you want to work with, I'm sure, at this point. You're at the level where you could pick up the phone and make a call if you wanted to get this. Did Trent come to you or did you come to him? I never heard.
Well, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Okay, fine. Thanks,
She doesn't want to ask any questions about that, but she'll...
No.
That's okay.
He came to my manager and he said, you know...
That he
I
digs
think
your
that
chili.
this is- Yeah, he digs my big chili.
Okay, good.
And anyway, and we worked together, and it was great. And
was
then,
fun.
and I've worked with other people, like Maynard.
Mm-hmm.
He's fantastic from Tool. I've been really lucky to work with Peter Gabriel and Robert Plant. And
Sure.
It's like fantastic.
Is Robert Plant your favorite singer? Because I get that impression.
He
sometimes.
was.
He was, right?
No, he's been. I mean, the old records. You can't beat that.
Can't beat him.
It's great.
Another question from
question?
Ralph down front.
Hi, Tori. I'm John.
Hi.
I just wanted to ask you who the song Hotel was about.
Oh. Well, I don't mention names, but I think the idea of hotel is, when you think of people in your past, loves that you've had, and if they're in trouble, you know that you're going to be there for them. And in this song, he's in big trouble. I mean, it's like really bad for him. And everybody's deserting him. You don't know what he does. But she's not going to desert him, even though they're not together anymore. So she goes off. It's like she turns off exit 75 in her little old Beetle, just looking for him. And that's what it is.
I think I'm going to cry. I think I'm going to weep. By the way, you're listening to KROQ. It's 8:22. We want to say hi at this time to people who are joining us from around the world. We're being simulcast all over the internet on like 11 different sites this morning, which I think may be the most that I have ever heard of before. So to like your fan club members in Finland that are watching right now, just everybody around the world is going to be enjoying you.
I'm not aware of what's all going on.
It's all out there. They're all watching you.
They're very big with the kids, Tori. Trust me on this one.
Okay, I trust you.
Now you're going to play a tune for us here.
Yeah, tune.
And which one did you decide you wanted to do?
Well, we have to wait for TV, right? Isn't it funny how you're always waiting for that little screen? We always have to wait till this thing is. Isn't it fantastic?
Yeah, it is.
How it
we're
works?
We're slaves.
We are slaves.
I think start the song if you want, though.
I think TV is a pain in my ass, is what I think. We're really more interested in the kids and the fine KROQ listeners. So, which one did you say you wanted to do?
Black Dove. We're gonna do a song off the record.
Beautiful, folks. Tori Amos live here at the Palace of the world famous KROQ.
Channel 5 is going live
this?
now. And she has now rushed right over in front of Tori, who is just about to start performing a song
Everybody,
for the
wave
KROQ
to
audience.
the television. Just say hi, everyone.
Let's have Tad take her out.
Real quick, so folks have an understanding of how this works. Your brand new CD from the choir in your hotel, recorded in Cornwall, England, in a bar.
Channel 5 doing a quick little interview with Tori while she's sitting at the piano getting ready to do a song.
Well, that settles it. They won't be invited back. Of course not. Of course you can't. This was good planning. That's what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Now we're ready. It's all about you, girlfriend. Take it away.
Okay.
Tori Amos live on the world famous KROQ.
On the other side of the galaxy, other side of, yeah, the other side of the galaxy. Yeah. But I have to get to Texas, and I have to get to Texas, and I'll give away my blue dress because cowboy, the snakes they are my kin, are my kin. She is a January girl. She never let on how insane it was. In a tiny kind of scary house by the woods, by the woods, by the woods, by the woods. By the woods, by the woods, by the woods. You know, you by the woods, by the woods, by the woods. Blind
Bean, do you want me to? You can't hear anything. Is that what's going on? You can't hear yourself? That's a bitch, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the way it works on our station, Troy. Listen, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back with some more questions from the crowd. Tori's going to play some more. And when we come back, Tori, I don't know if you know this, we're going to announce your 2 upcoming Southern California concert appearances that have not been announced before. So all of that straight ahead on the Kevin and Bean Show on the world-famous KROQ.
It is the world-famous KROQ 106.7 KROQ. We're doing Breakfast with Tori Amos live from the parking lot right next to the Palace. Tori is on stage with her entire band.
Tori, you were just mentioning that you heard that some of these kids cut school. Will you write them a note if that's what's necessary for tomorrow?
Write them a note.
Okay, that's good.
Write them a verbal note. I mean, if any of the teachers are wondering where they are today, they're having a literature, poetry lesson in how not to say bad words on the air.
Good.
Lecture by Tori.
You need to go back to summer school for that one.
Yeah.
Now, before the break, I announced that we had information on your upcoming tour.
Yeah.
And I know the people here are going to want to know, and folks listening at home or watching on the internet. This is a huge tour. Did I hear it's going to take like a year or more?
Oh, we'll see.
You'll see. You don't have it planned that far in advance yet, right?
Yeah.
But I know you're full this whole summer.
We're rocking.
Here's the deal. Tori, playing with a full band for the very first time, is going to be Friday, September 18th at the Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim. And Tuesday, September 22nd, right down the street from here in Hollywood at the Greek Theater.
Which I love.
Which I know is a great
we
venue.
Love the Greek.
The great
love
venue.
It there.
So the Pond on the 18th of September and the Greek on the 22nd. Tickets for both shows are going to be going on sale a week from tomorrow afternoon, Friday, May 15th, 3 o'clock. Tori Amos in concert.
Another chance to cut school, get in line.
That's right. So that's going to be cool.
And by then we will have learned more songs. See, we've only been playing together for like 3 weeks.
I'd say it's working out for you.
Not bad.
Working out. They're very good. Can I tell you who they are?
Sure. Yeah, please do.
On guitar, this is Steve Caton.
Hey, Steve.
The guy that hits things.
Uh-huh.
This is Matt Chamberlain.
All right.
Hey, Matt. Good morning.
And this wonderful person is John Evans.
John.
On the bass.
Thank you for being here.
Very nice.
We appreciate it. You guys sound terrific. We're going to take a few more questions and then do some more live music. We have Ralph, the new guy, in the crowd. Ralph, who are you standing by with?
Yeah, we have a question about the song that Tori just played.
Hi. This might just be the lack of sleep talking, but my friend Tatiana and I were discussing Black Swan and Black Dove, and we want to know like the connections and or differences between the two.
I always think I've been drawn to the darker side of things. You know, the shadows. Sometimes the ones that aren't always invited to the party or the ones that are understood. I think with just being a musician since I was a little girl. And a lot of you I know are artists. Your work isn't understood. And you don't really fit into normal, quote unquote, society and say what you're supposed to do and do what you're supposed to do in this whole PC world. I just find it ridiculous. These people, right, who are so politically correct, they go in. Are you ready for this, Bean? I know you're ready for this.
I'm ready.
They go in and then they live this, they perform PC. They perform spirituality. And then they treat their coworkers like crap. They're not, they're not compassionate people. And then they get mad at people that have everything pierced on their body or God knows. But, they make these judgments. And some of the most wonderful people don't look like, quote unquote, your normal people. They don't fit into this box.
Right. You hear that from a lot of artists, and we have tried for a long time to pull off we're misunderstood artists, but in fact our ratings are just low. That's that's the difference there.
Ralph, you got another question there
Sure.
from the audience?
Hi, Tori. I'm Cy.
Hi.
And this is my friend Flange, and she loves you. I want to ask a question about Spark. The content of the video, was that kind of hard for you to do and reenact because of personal experiences? And
well, I worked with the director was James Brown for the video Spark. And I loved his work. He'd done Apollo 440 Ain't Talking About Dub. Some of you know that, and I just thought it was stunning.
That's one of the best songs of last year.
This is
It's an
fantastic.
awesome song, yeah.
And an awesome video, too. And we talked about it a lot, and Spark is really about finding this place in yourself when things, when you suffer a loss or you go through something that really breaks your heart, you find a place in yourself. And she doesn't really know where she's going in the video. But the main thing is she's pulling on some kind of strength inside herself.
That might be a beautiful lead-in to Spark, if you wouldn't mind playing that one for us now.
I think we can do that.
Can you do Spark with the lineup here?
She's looking at the band, and they're all looking at her like
so?
she's crazy.
Because we'd love to hear it. Obviously, it's one of our most requested songs at KROQ, and a chance to have
okey-dokey.
you do it live would be just aces.
We're doing Spark, boys.
Everybody's kind of...
Matt's sitting behind the drums going, really? Spark? Okay. I've heard it. Let's give it a shot.
The power you command, Bean.
Then I want to hear Convoy.
What's that drug you're taking?
Will you do Convoy after this?
Viagra. Tori Amos live on KROQ.
addicted to nicotine patches. She's addicted to nicotine patches. She's afraid of the light in the dark. 6:58, are you sure my Sparky's here? She's convinced she could hold back a glacier, but she couldn't keep baby alive, doubting if there's a woman in there somewhere. You say you don't want it again and again, but you don't really mean it. You say you don't want it, the circus we're in, but you don't really mean it. You don't really mean it. If the divine master plan is perfection, maybe next to give duties a try. Trusting my soul to the ice cream assassin. Yeah. guess we're in, but you don't really mean it. You don't really mean it. She's addicted to nicotine patches. She's afraid of the light in the dark. 6:58, are you sure where my spark is? Here.
Tori Amos live on the world famous KROQ 106.7 KROQ. We're doing Breakfast with Tori Amos. Should we take a quick break and come back?
Yeah, why don't we do that? And if you missed it, we'll give you the information again on when Tori is going to be in town back later this summer. We have some more live from the Palace in Hollywood coming up next on the world famous KROQ.
KROQ.
This is pretty weird. Can they hear us? You think they can hear us?
You're listening to Tori Amos. She's in the middle of a song on the world famous KROQ. Here's what happened. It's Breakfast with Tori Amos live on the world famous KROQ 106.7 KROQ. When we broke for commercials, Tori said, the people that are here don't need to listen to this. Let's play another song, and she launched right into it. Very nice.
So, welcome back to those of you listening on the air, wondering what the heck's going on. Tori, that was magnificent. That was really good stuff. Thank you for that.
Trying to wake you up, you know.
No, it's working. We have Ralph, the new guy, in the audience. He's going to take some more questions. By the way, let me just take a personal moment here. Let's have Jessica and Heidi and Eric wave from over there because they won 1998 VW Beetles yesterday from the world famous KROQ.
Wow,
I don't know.
they're so lucky.
I don't know how many people heard them come out of the car yesterday down at Universal, but 3 of our 4 Beetle winners are here, and it's good to see you guys cleaned up again. We appreciate that. All right, Ralph, what do you got for us in the audience?
Hi, Tori. I'm Cindy.
Where are you, Cindy?
Right here.
Right down in front.
First of all, I want to thank you for making this the most unbelievable day of my life.
Oh, Cindy.
And I know. I have a question about food and your obsession with food, because I'm a food lover too.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering about the animation you give food in your songs, the life. Is this some sort of conscious choice? This is a really deep thought coming from me.
No, but Food tripped me up because I got that E. coli thing.
I
This
heard
past
you were in
weekend,
you were in the
right?
hospital, right?
Yeah, but that hasn't put me off.
No,
That's
it hasn't. What did you eat?
I got my IV. I got my whatever they put in you.
How long
Those
were-
bags of stuff?
How long were you in the hospital? It was this past
A
weekend?
day.
A day?
It was over. It was enough to get me not looking yellow again.
Yeah.
What
I'm
what
gonna stay away from mussels. I think.
is that? What it was? It was mussels.
I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there.
So I didn't understand her question, and I didn't understand the answer. So I'm
food
doing
is
fine.
Like, I think that the greatest thing about what we do is we get to travel around, and you get to find these special little places where somebody's cooking that just does it because they love it, and it's like art. I'm the type of person, I don't care if I have $5 in my pocket, I just want it to be yummy. I don't need a lot of it. I just want it to be yummy, whatever it is. A few slices of Emmental cheese, I don't care. I just want it to be, Like if you're going to get lip gloss, right?
Right.
I'll show you the kind that you two need to get. It'll
Good.
really help you.
Is that what we
With
need,
your-
Tori?
with that new drug you're taking. You need some romance. If you've got that drug going on, you need a little romance.
Okay. All right. So we'll have personal consultation with Dr. Amos after the show then. That'll be good.
Another question with
You have
Ralph
another
Denver?
one?
Hi, Tori. My name is Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
First of all, I'd just like to say that I think Mark Hawley has to be the luckiest man alive.
Tori's new husband, for those who don't recognize the name.
Yeah, you're very kind. I'm pretty lucky, though, too.
I'm sure.
I really am.
And second of all, I read in an interview with you recently that you hadn't, heard of a lot of good, I may be misquoting you, female guitarists that are out there. And I wondered if you'd heard of Ani DeFranco.
No. Yeah, Ani's fantastic. She's very special.
There you go. Another
Ani's
question,
special.
Ralph?
Hi, Tori. My name's Ben. I'm over here. And I was just wondering if there's anything in particular that really just inspires you to write music. Like, what's your inspiration?
Is there one thing or
Feeling something. You have to feel, I think, to be aware. You can put it in your head, and then you can go and, research it. Being a songwriter, I spend a lot of time. It's not like I just, poops in my brain and I write it, It doesn't happen like that.
I hope not.
It doesn't just always just arrive. You have to go and sort it out. But I think the main thing is when the music, it can't just come from your head. There has to be a place somewhere hidden behind your heart. And when I don't get to that place, the music, I don't care how smart it sounds or how clever it is, it just misses that magic.
Has there ever been a time when you've not been able to write for a while?
Of course.
Like a couple of months, nothing ever comes to you?
Time. Like right now. I can't write anything.
Yeah, 'cause
you just accept.
Right.
You just have to know.
There's no pooping going on in the brain then.
No pooping in the brain.
Because some songwriters, they say it's almost like they think they have no control over it. It's like they're channeling it through somewhere
Yeah,
else.
it's
It comes
very
when it
true.
comes. That's how you feel
You
too,
can't
yeah.
control it.
Yeah. All right, let's do one more for this segment. It's Breakfast with Tori Amos. You're listening to the world famous
Right, we got one
KROQ.
more.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm hopefully one of your future colleagues. First off, I was wondering what that keyboard is, what make and model, and also what you expected your fellow musicians to be capable of when you were auditioning them or hiring them.
Well, they have to be great. That's number one, and they are. There's a level, and then you hope they're nice people. But the first thing is that, there's just a level of the crew and everybody. We have a commitment to excellence. And sometimes we achieve it, and sometimes we don't. But we're here not because, some of us don't, quote unquote, have to be here to financially survive, but we're here to musically survive. Do you know that, like, when I lived close by, the greatest dream I had was to play with players where we had the same dream. And, if we weren't playing here today, we'd be at, like, Caton's house tonight playing. It's like we love to play. We play because we love it. That's why we do it.
Is it nice to have a band that can start a groove and it's not all coming from you? You can just kind of get into
I
it?
feel like I'm with the Riders on the Storm.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? It's the biggest high that you can get. These guys, I feel like it's like, we're riding the four horses. Let's go.
When you guys are out on the road at any time, do they try to see you naked? Does that happen? Because it seems
No,
like
that doesn't happen.
well, when you got
I'm
a band
their
full of
sister.
guys, I know how guys are, and
No,
you're
no.
a hot mama, and you know how that goes.
No.
Never happens. Troy, are you doing anything with the Lilith Fair this summer? Are you involved at all?
We've got our own tour.
Doing your own thing? So,
We're doing our own thing.
All right. It's 8:58 now. I guess we need to break for some news and come back right after that. News and sports, and come back and you'll play some more. We'll take some more questions. Are you cool? Yeah. Everything's cool? All right. It's the world-famous KROQ. Breakfast with Tori Amos continues after this.
Thank you. It's the KROQ FM Pasadena, Los Angeles, the world-famous KROQ. We're doing Breakfast with Tori Amos from the Palace parking lot, and we've got some more.
And if you didn't hear the announcement earlier today, we made it right here on the show. Tori is coming back to town. She's got 2 shows in September. The 18th, it's a Friday night at the Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim, and then the Greek Theater, one of Tori's favorite places to play, on September 22nd. Tickets go on sale next Friday, a week from tomorrow, May 15th, 3 o'clock. Keep listening for more details on KROQ.
How about another song from Tori Amos? Who wants to hear that?
As promised. As promised.
As promised.
To him.
She's shaving your legs. You can suck anything, but you know you wanna be messy. Put on your makeup, boy, you're your favorite stranger, and all I do right. So show me once and do it again. Yes, bring your sister. Bring your sister if you can handle it. Yeah, yeah. Stuff you can handle it. She said control it, but she said don't control it. And she said you're controlling the way she makes you crawl. Is she's your cat, your accident's laughing, and she knows what you are. So show me once and do it again. Yeah. Sister, bring your sister if you can handle it. Bring your sister if you can handle it. If you want me to, boy, I could lie to you. You don't need one of these to let me inside you. And is it true that devils end up like you? Something safe for the picture right. And is it true that devils end up like you? So tied up, you don't know how. She came as in and she's got you shaving your legs, got you liking my bed, got me taking it, getting bonded, lasting my evil. I'm taking my easel and I'm writing good checks. Yes, you sign Prince of Darkness, try Squire of Deadness. Please don't help me with
Amos live on the world famous KROQ 106.7 KROQ. We're doing Breakfast with Tori Amos. Some questions in a couple of minutes. We're getting some questions from the crowd about how to buy tickets for Tori's concerts that are coming up September 18th and September 22nd. You can get them as usual at all Ticketmaster outlets, including Tower Records, The Warehouse in select locations, Robinson's May, Remo Latino, and at the Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim, and at the Greek Theater box office. And again, tickets go on sale Saturday, May 16th at noon.
So in other words, you can get them exactly the way as you get all other concerts that go on sale through Ticketmaster.
Yes, Saturday, May 16th at noon. That's what it is. What? Oh, well, this is Saturday here. All right, Saturday's wrong. Saturday's wrong. Forget Saturday. Don't go Saturday. You won't get tickets.
Tori, we got ourselves a well-oiled machine here, my dear. That's what we got.
Friday?
Oh, but give them the right information, Beanie,
I will do
Kevin.
that.
They'll really be pissed off at you. They'll come looking for you.
All right, forget Saturday. Saturday didn't happen.
See, this is why we don't give Kevin the paperwork in general.
Look, it says tickets go on sale Saturday. Friday, May 15th. Friday, May 15th, 3 p.m. Friday, May 15th.
Okay, I think we got it. Thank you very much.
Friday.
We are here, by the way, in the parking lot of the Historic Palace in Hollywood, right across from the Capitol Records building. This is we're so lucky with the weather, too. I don't know if you saw, it was just been pouring this whole week, Tori, and we were terrified today was going to get rained out. So we got real lucky this morning. We're delighted to have you.
All right.
How'd you do it? Ralph, the new guy, has gone to a different part of the audience. He's got 1 million people who want to try to get some questions in this segment.
Yes, we do.
Hi. I was watching this documentary on a lot of different cultures, and so I saw like there's this culture in India, and there's a bunch of rats running around, and there's people that worship rats, I guess, and it looked a lot like your God video.
Yeah, true.
Where was it filmed?
It was filmed here in a mosque in East LA. But it was inspired. Melody McDaniel, the director, had been seeing a documentary on different religions in India. And that was what the God video was really about, looking at different religions from where the rats are sacred to where the people, dance with the snakes.
Tori, does religion play a big part in your life now? I know it certainly did growing up, but...
Well, now it's much more, it's about spirituality now, I think. It's, there's so many different, as this person is saying, what is your name? Yeah.
Calvin.
As Alvin's saying,
Calvin,
sorry. My speakers are too loud these days. But, you start opening yourself to the way that other people think, other mythologies, and
it's certainly hard to imagine that there's only one way that's the right way.
Yeah, I don't believe there's one way.
Because there can be like 400 million people that believe something completely different, they have as deep a conviction as you do about whatever it is you believe.
I think everybody should have their right, and it should be sacred. That's the thing.
All right, Ralph, who's next?
Hi, Tori. I'm Crystal Dawn, and I was just wondering if you're going to ever do any re-releases of, your 80s stuff, like Why Can't Tori Read, the Faith song. Or I also heard a couple years back that you had an album out in the very beginning that was parallel to Under the Pink, songs that weren't released or something.
Oh, yeah, B-sides. They're out in England and in Europe. Yeah, someday we'll try and I'll do a compilation for people, so that they can get the ones that didn't make the records.
Tori, you seem to be incredibly prolific. Every time you put out a single, it's always a real value for your fans. Like you have something like 3 other songs previously unreleased, I guess.
Well, what happens is when you're writing a record, you write a lot of stuff, and some of it you think becomes part of the story, and then the others you don't just want to throw them away. I mean, of course, some I've torched. Some you'll never hear.
Right.
It's like if somebody broke into that barn in Cornwall, my God, my career would be over. I did a cover of Like a Virgin Love is a Battlefield on Margaritas. It's horrible. No one will ever hear that.
Can you do some of that for us now?
Unless, they know. See, they're giggling over there. They know how bad it is.
I just sense that you have more unreleased songs than Tupac at this point. They're just stacked up, ready to come out. You do a couple Christmas songs on the British single for Spark, which I was happy to see, too.
I thought that May is a good time to bring something like that out.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just mess you guys up.
You get good advice from your people, too, then, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. Right, a couple more questions, and I know Tori has another song she wants to sing. Ralph, where are you?
Right here.
Go ahead.
It's a question about the videos.
Hi, Tori. My name is JC, and I actually painted my ceiling pink just because that's like my favorite album. So every time I'm in my room, I'm under the pink. But okay. Anyway, Diane and Debbie and Tina and Send Their Love, me too. But my question is about Cindy Palomano, and she's responsible for your artistic direction and creativity with the videos, and she played a major part in Little Earthquakes and Under the Pink, and even some Boys for Pele photo shoots and stuff.
Yes,
Are you going to be using her for Choir Girl Hotel, because her work is fantastic?
No, she didn't do any of the work on Choir Girl Hotel. She's a very, very dear friend, and she wanted to go, and she had a baby, and really needed to go into a different direction. She didn't want to be in the music side anymore for now. So a woman named Katarina Yeb she's doing photocopy. You can lie on a Xerox machine and make up.
I saw that
art.
picture in one of the
That's
magazines
right.
with details or Q or something that you were.
Marcel, he's our nudist monitor man. He makes art. He takes off
I'm
all
sorry,
his
who?
clothes and makes art with his
Marcel,
parts.
really art on the copy machine? That's
yeah,
great.
art on the copy machine. There he is.
How
yeah.
about that?
He does it.
Does it ever strike
It's
you?
on the refrigerator back in Cornwall. There it is.
Do you ever stop and think of what a huge amount of people now, what an operation, what an outfit it is to keep you going? I mean, it all starts with just you and a piano, but you have so many people that work for and with you.
Well, I got to tell you, it's a party on the road. I mean, we really have. It's like a family, and I have to thank the guys because some of you don't know they haven't been to bed yet. They came in from San Francisco, and it's just it's unbelievable what road crews do.
They were here sound checking at 3 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
Is what I'm told. So
Road
you're right.
crews,
They're amazing.
So were they. They're saying, all right, good.
So were you.
All right, let's do one more, and then Tori wants to sing. Go ahead.
Question.
Hi, Tori. It's really good to see you. Hi. I was just wondering. I noticed you didn't thank the fairies on this album, but you did
you
thank
gotta
the
see
Dutch.
where you got. They're there. You
They're
need to
there.
find them.
Oh my God! Don't ever lose the fairies. You know
You gotta find them.
Tori, we love the fairies. You know that.
There's a special message. You have to find it. It's on the record.
Okay.
Got to play it backwards or
It's
something like
there.
that, or
No, it's very, very present.
All right.
Very there.
How about one more song from Tori before we wrap things up today? What do you have for us? Tori Amos performing live on the world famous KROQ.
Never was a cornflake girl. Thought there was a good solution, hanging with the raisin girl. She's gone to the other side, giving us a yo-heaver. Things are getting kind of gross, and I go to sleepy time. This is not really that. This is not a really happening. You bet your life it is. You bet your life it is. Oh, you bet your life it's a pure out the white should just pure out the white wood. She knows what's going on. Seems we got a cheaper feel now. All the sweeties are gone, yeah. Going to the other side with my encyclopedia. They must have paid her a nice price. She's putting on a string being alive. It's not really that. This is not a really happening. You bet your life it is. You bet your life it is. You bet your life it's a pure out the watch would just pure out the watch would. It never was a cornflake girl. Thought there was cheeks, and the man with the things he knows, things he knows so much, and the man with the golden gum.